Hey people, this is Aram. My pronouns are he, him, and welcome to Rise of the Demigods.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie Wilkes. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I play Astrid Elvea, the demigoddess of constellations and wild elf ranger rogue.
Hi, my name is Arvi. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Janice the Cassiel, the demigod of secrets and Aasimar Bard.
Hey Yakety Pack, it's me, Nikki C, coming at you with my intro. I played Barb, the human monk, demigod of bones, the only human monk in the world. Said that before and I'm saying it again. Their pronouns are they and them, and so are mine. What up?
Hey, my name is Joey, and I play Theodore Zildaya, the demigod of diamonds, and mine and his pronouns are he and him. Welcome to Rise of the Demigods.
So did somebody get a bane sword and kill all the gods?
I don't know if they did, but I'm looking to get some.
Yeah, we should get one of those swords.
Apparently, Varrock and I have the same narrative arc.
Brock's like, I had a dream where I was covered in a waterfall mech. a mech of waterfalls.
Covered in swords and waterfalls.
Good. God.
Not really a sword person, but
And my spine is black and I have these horns now. I don't know. Like Brock is just barred.
No.
Do they kill demigods too? Or just gods?
If it can kill a god, Rock, I think it'd be okay to assume it could kill a demigod.
That makes sense. We should get two.
you know where
Like the logo.
Insert the logo here.
do you know where Astrid is?
Hang on a second.
Oh yeah, you can look, you pervert. Check it out.
He can't look through walls.
Yeah. Balls. No.
So if the freaking rebels are behind a wall, we can't find them.
House, we're fucked.
Yeah.
It's not. Yes, because it doesn't look through walls.
Well, no, literally, like, correct me if I'm wrong. The impression I got was that he could like spot the energies of them through whatever.
Oh yes, you could spot. Okay, so let's say that they were in the next room and it was a wooden wall. You'd probably see the glowing through it.
You
probably,
You can
kind of.
I thought we could use it as like a
sense.
tracker, like a, I don't know.
like
Like
I
a
don't think.
compass.
Yeah, we're not looking to see any whatever, you know. But if it can't look through walls and we're gonna be scanning a forest, then we're still that's useless.
Right. Well, I mean, kind of. Like, look.
I mean,
Okay, wait. Hang on.
hold on.
Maybe not, because think of it like, okay, like if
The
I was above,
arrows I won't use, you bracelets you won't use.
No,
Theodore,
like a
goggles,
compass I don't give a shit
and then
about.
and then fucking a god inside of him.
it's like turning on.
Janice is the
It's like
true
turning
chosen
on
one. Come on,
floor,
we
right? It's like
stand, we
turning on
stand,
the
we
heat
fucking
sensitive cameras. In a canopy of trees, you'd be able to see them. Behind a solid wall, you wouldn't be able to see them.
Yes, you can.
Can you?
Yes, that's what. That's what firefighters use. They use
Really? They can look through the walls?
to deter- Yes.
All right, so yeah, you can look through
Honey,
walls.
honey,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
honey, that's what firefighters.
I'm sorry. You can absolutely do it.
You said honey.
That's what firefighters do.
Joey was a
I was a
paramedic, so
paramedic, in all
I'm accepting it
fairness.
as gospel. Yeah.
Hashtag nomadic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that brand out. Get that brand.
You wanna peeping Tom Astrid for me?
I want to what?
Sorry, sometimes my vernacular gets ahead of me. Can you tell me where Astrid is?
Yeah. If I can know see through walls. There.
Yep.
I
Sleeping?
follow-
Awake? What are you doing?
I follow.
I'm
that
laying
finger.
in bed and I'm just holding on to Luna.
You hear. God, that was a good knock.
Yeah, that was a solid
that
knock. I'm
Foley
not
It
gonna.
was-
sounded like every knock in every movie.
I'm not
ever.
gonna have to put any Foley over that or anything.
That was really
Boom.
good.
Yeah, I'll get up and go to the door. And I open the door and you see a bunch of snow all over my bed.
And you see Barb, Theodore, and
Is that snow?
It is snow, yes.
Hey, Astrid.
Hello.
Had it.
Did
Yeah.
you need all that snow?
Yeah.
I do not need all that. Would you like some of the snow?
Yes, please.
I point to Varrock. I'm like, I don't know why he's here.
I don't know what to do.
Fox starts making snowballs.
Yes, you could please have this snow. Is Wendell asleep? Is he just like passed out or is he up already?
Wendell
He's playing in this.
Wendell is out cold.
Okay.
Completely out cold. The otters, however, when they heard the commotion, got up and are now playing in the snow as well.
It's just everyone have a potty on my bed.
So weird. No one asked about the otters. Do you want? Do you want to go get Janice and talk about what?
I have a lot to tell all of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a. Yeah, I have. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, you probably have more. But yeah.
you had a Did you see
Flip
her?
runs up to
Yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
and like hears you like that you want Janice and looks at you and nods and
I
then
know
goes
what he
running
is.
out of the
Okay,
room.
or you could go.
We don't need this. This fucking world.
Janice, you say?
This is why we don't have roommates. Like, this
Second
sucks.
level, you just hear the like little
Multi-family homes.
Wait, so
Ooh,
hold on.
thanks.
So is Susomu in the room
Yeah.
still? She's sleeping?
No.
She's
She
awake?
actually
So
puts,
we're both kind of getting up and
Yeah.
getting ready.
yeah, she puts down her diary and walks over to or slides over to the door.
So wait, hold on. Susomu,
Yes.
as I'm getting ready, you seem like you've been quite tight-lipped throughout all of this.
Oh, you think so? Try the red one. I wouldn't have noticed. You were trying on outfits and she's like, put the red
okay.
one
No,
on.
she
You know
had-
what I
Did you
mean?
grab all your clothes before we left?
Obviously.
She had a blue
Janice has
pill
a,
and a
like-
red pill.
I had her and
Try the red one.
Sorry. Okay. Okay, the red one for today then. So what do you think of all
She
of this?
just used
What-
her obedience on him. We just saw it right before.
Yeah,
our eyes.
yeah.
That was some tight fucking role play.
What do I think of all what? This is fabulous, as she points to your outfit.
Okay, but this is all superficial. What are you really thinking about?
Character development.
I'm thinking I'm alive. I think I'm away from the temple. We'll see what happens next.
You don't have any place you want to be? You don't want to...
Everyone has somewhere they want to be. The question is whether or not it's safe to be there. Whether or not it will help me.
I think did I previously have a conversation with Susomu about her, like how she got here? I thought that was me.
Maybe she let a little bit of it. Oh yes, because she said that they came for her, and then they came for them a second time when that didn't go well, and she decided that what they wanted was too much, that it was more than she was willing to give, and so she went with them.
Okay, right. So you're home. You don't. Where are you from?
Well, and she describes this jungle further north, around an area called around a capital city called Zone, and she lives deep in the jungle with her people. She was the more or less royalty among her people, and she was slated to take control of the tribe when she came of age.
Royalty. You act like it, for sure.
You don't really act; you just do. That said, you do as well.
I don't consider myself royalty.
Maybe in a different life, you would have been.
Well, in this life, I'm just me.
It will do.
So, you don't have any opinions about where we should go or what we should do?
I think we should stay away from those who hunt us until we know more. I don't know what to offer.
You don't know anything about this ass business, then?
About this what now?
Ass business.
I thought you said ass business.
You don't know anything about the ass business?
right?
S.
Ass business. Ass business.
That makes a lot more sense.
Business.
That is no.
Ass business.
I heard ass business. I thought it was like, you know how we say like ass loon for like Astrid
Yes,
and
I
Luna.
thought it was Astrid business.
And I was like, but no, it was S.
What do you know
Ass
about
business.
this ass business?
Oh, honey, I know all about ass business.
Actually, she doesn't. She's a snake.
Yeah, I know very little about any of this, really.
She doesn't have an ass.
No.
She's not.
I have a colloquial, right?
Ew.
I don't think-
That's
We
like
can
a
move
fucking
on.
bird, right? That's what?
We can move on. Fast forward to this scene.
I think we just killed.
Wait, no. Oh, no.
Oh,
What if
shit,
Janice
no,
wants
go
to
ahead, go
activate
ahead.
some shit from her brain?
So finally, Susomu opens up the
Well,
door.
hold on.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah.
Talk about-
Don't let
talk
these
about-
honors come in.
Ass
I
business.
wave my-
Ass.
I do not know what you are referring to.
Oh,
Fucking lying.
okay.
Sorry.
I want to try to see if I can read some surface thoughts there.
Sure. Come on, Janice.
Sure.
This is your fucking vibe.
Divinity, I presume. 19.
Yeah, she's tired, more exhausted than tired, but she's not lying.
I mean, why would she know about like the Second God's War and stuff like that?
True.
Yeah, she don't know anything. She don't know anything about
What
that.
do I read from her? Like, I was just asking her about what her thoughts were, and
Beneath
if she had any
everything
ideas. And
with that heart, she's hiding being nervous just a little bit. Like, she's out of her element. She knows she doesn't really have answers, and it's scaring her a bit, but she's trying to cover.
you put on a good performance.
She stops. She looks at you, and she nods. Sometimes we all have to.
I agree. I think it's necessary for what we're having to go through and what we've been through, and especially from what you've been through, it sounds like it was very traumatic.
Well, it was worse for them, but yes, it was very unfortunate. And not
Just-
something I wish to return upon them.
It just seems like that maybe both of us, I think, put up a little bit of a wall and keep some secrets to ourselves.
And she smiles at that and slides over. She's like, I know, darling. That's why I like you. And just kind of pokes you on the shoulder, and then she goes back towards the door. Now, honestly, this creature will not leave us alone. She opens it up, and this otter comes bursting in, looks up at her,
okay.
looks up
This
at
is
you,
your little
and then
Wendell's
runs over
otter.
to you and grabs your pant leg or boot and like starts to pull you.
Hold on. Okay, let's go.
I suppose you're wanted.
All right, we can talk more later.
Anytime. And she follows you down as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a group meeting with everybody.
Yep.
I don't want to meet with everybody. I want to meet with just you. Unless they all had meetings with Caitlin, I don't want to meet with them.
A second later, there's a scratching at your door.
Well, we were standing in the doorway.
Oh, perfect. Well, then,
Right?
and
the otter was like, wap, 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 and then like left. While
and
we
otter comes bounding past you, followed by Janice and Sasoma.
I've been summoned.
we did not ask this to happen, I promise.
Yeah, we don't need. But, who else is in the room? Is it just us four?
Well, Wendell's asleep, so someone's staying there.
Wendell,
Veraki's
Flip.
staying there.
A flip's wide open.
Hey, gang, do you
And-
want to go up outside?
I
and
want to
talk
just
there?
talk to
How about
Caitlin crew only.
our pack.
Caitlin crew only. We're going up.
Okay.
Caitlin crew,
no.
follow me.
We don't have to
We
go
can
anywhere.
just-
Oh.
We can
To
just
the line?
stand in the middle of the doorway. It's like,
Barack
it's-
and
it's
Sasomu kind of look uncomfortably at each other.
did you have dreams with someone named Caitlin in them?
Did you?
Then yes,
No.
get
Oh,
out.
wait.
Crew
yeah.
only.
Oh,
what if somebody
said
else?
no.
He said no, but what if somebody else did?
I have
Well,
a
then that's a
feeling that
weird
we're,
thing for the DM to
we're
decide. It's how
narratively
weird.
special.
We're really just NPCs. We're setting up the
mean-
other kids.
Janice, no offense, but I don't know. I just feel like we haven't had like fresh air in a while.
No, I get it. Let's go outside.
But hey, if you guys really want to mind Palisade, can you just make it look
Nah,
like
we can
No,
go
we can-
outside.
yeah, let's go outside.
Let's go outside. I miss the outdoors. I haven't
I
been there
miss
in
the
a
outdoors.
hot ass second. It's my favorite terrain.
before we started? Yeah, but
outdoors.
The forest. We're in a forest right now, right?
Outdoors, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
when I was writing about myself, I wrote that I like to jump and climb things, and I haven't gone to do that besides trees.
Let's
You
try.
climbed
You climbed a tree.
Yeah, and
Yep.
there's a reason. There was a narrative reason behind all of
And
it.
a giant pillar.
Narrative reasons. I'm very in tune with who I said I was.
That's
Let's
true.
go outside.
All
Let's go
right.
outside. Let's have a good. Let's
I
get
love
lit.
cloudy weather. Tell me what the weather's like outside.
It is cloudy outside. These rolling clouds
this
overhead that are
overcast.
fast
I
moving
love
as the moon keeps dipping in and out of them.
What?
It's night. I thought this was the
moon.
morning.
What the heck was it? Why would it be
We
morning?
woke up in the
We
morning.
fucking
all woke up.
woke
Well, I
up
guess
from
4 hours
sleeping.
and 4
Midnight.
hours.
It was
Yeah.
like midnight.
All right, so it's like dawn. It's like early.
We
yeah.
left.
Why would it be morning? Y'all went to bed at night.
It's morning. So it's early
How
morning.
dare y'all want it to be the morning?
You guys are
We
standing
slept for
outside as
24
the
hours.
sun is rising, and
But
there's
we
these.
can't see the sun because it's cloudy.
If we sleep for 24 hours,
You
then
can,
it'll
you can
officially
still
be
see the
4 days.
light
You can see where
coming
the
from
light
that
comes
direction.
through.
There's still bands of,
You also have a
Reds
compass
and
pointing south, so we know
yellows.
where east is.
yeah.
pretty weak cloud lay, but okay.
So what's the plan?
The clouds get thicker, and now it's nothing. And
Yay.
it's just gloomy and awful.
Yay, just like the world.
What's the plan?
I have,
What did
I have a
Caitlin
lot
say?
of information.
Yeah, I have some.
Do you want to go first?
No. When?
Um,
When does everything
it's
die?
complicated.
Of course it is.
We'll just stop. So I was a little harsh to her. I will not lie.
Oh, I literally wrapped my hand around her neck.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Whoa.
I probably look like a saint. Hey, never mind, I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay. Only one person called me that, and it just stuck.
Wait, Saint's not your real name?
I mean,
I think Barb is the name.
like,
I
my
just
name
thought
is Barb, but someone
Barb
called
was
me
your
Saint,
last name.
And then, no.
Oh.
My name is Barb, but then someone from my town called me a saint. And then when I came here, apparently Saint Barb was on the papers.
A saint.
If your mom is Dr. Mom, is your name Barb Mom?
No, Dr. Mom is because, sorry, I tried to choke a god in my dream. We can get into this fun.
We have the fucking just bit of goldfish. Like, we can't save the world.
No.
Decided this. This is
yeah,
a
right.
terrible idea.
So I tried to choke her to death.
Okay, how'd that go for you?
Strangely, it didn't work.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, I was on the hill where I met Luna, just looking out at a green sky. Apparently, this comet is in her time, which is
Can we see the comment now?
Yeah,
it's in a
absolutely.
sorry.
I mean, it's a little dim with daylight, but it's still visible.
Does it look like it's moved?
Roll an intelligence check.
You know, someone on Discord was like, "Sounds like Barb is running with a negative int or whiz," and I was like,
Do you have that?
rude. Smartest player in this game because that's a fucking natural 20. Everyone, I'm the smartest person in the world.
It absolutely moved. It is absolutely. You can like put your hand up and
And move it.
As I
Yes.
Barb is actually the demigod of constellation.
Yes.
So I say, apparently, in 100 years,
Wasted that
where
fucking
this
one.
person exists, it's there and it's close. So
Oh,
yeah, so it hasn't even landed in 100 years, and she doesn't seem to know what it is, but it is coming towards them, and they are fighting a war of their own against the god of chaos, who is trying to bend space and time to collect all the other gods of chaos. It sounds like some fucked shit is going on in 100 years. And so there's that plot point, that bit of exposition. I also found out that, as we thought, everyone, oh, smarties over here, the Union's terrible. Like, who would have thought? Because apparently all the demigods that have died in the Union are being siphoned. Their life force and their power are being siphoned into a weapon that is probably the thing Malvorn knew is being built. So a weapon is being built from the powers and souls of the dead demigods. So it's like, Temple of Udea is a little incubator for... They're just sending us there to die to build this weapon, or Barros's or something. So there's that. And then, she said in 5 years, in Ani, that's where you're from, right?
Yeah.
That something's going to happen where a lot of energy and something will be directed in Ani, and a new god will be created from that energy in 5 years. So that's...
In 5
That's
years.
about 724 seasons of Rise of the Demigods.
Good God.
we got a lot of time.
Yeah, we're gonna be until we're 100. So, and it will be a god of aspiration. And she
God,
said,
so fucking stupid.
she said that
Barb
god,
said.
she said that god is going to be the reason why the second God's War breaks out, and it's gonna kill all of us. But when I interrogated her about is it actually gonna kill us, she didn't seem sure. So I don't think our fates are as sealed as she thinks they are.
I hate children.
And she told me all this, and I assume theoretically she wants us to stop it, but I don't know how we can stop the creation of a god siphoning other demigod. Like, there seems to be a lot of things we can't stop. We're kids.
Do I recall anything at all that might have, like, now that I hear about this happening in Ani in 5 years, of some sort of like cult or like anything that might be any inkling of?
Nothing yet. No, there's not. I mean, it's a very
even get to
large
roll.
city, but well, I mean, it's a very large city, but there is no cult in place for this. There's nothing in place to make this happen.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess my point was like since my house is like the house of like gathering secrets and information, that there might have been something that might have heard.
the God that will arise is not brought on. There's no cults that bring him about. There's no other gods that birth him. He's not expected. No one saw him coming. All of a sudden, just is. The gods didn't see him coming. The people in the city didn't see him coming. He was just simply, there was just so much belief in the city that it birthed a god.
Yeah, I mean, that's mainly what I was trying to, like, the fact that there was, like, all this, like, sudden activity or something that might have some hint of, this god of aspiration coming, but okay.
Well, she just knows that it'll happen in 5 years.
Yeah.
And that the city, there's one, the one thing that she did know is that if the city reaches, it's soon after the city reaches 1 million residents. That's when it happens.
She didn't tell me that though.
Yeah.
So
Right.
we
That's not
technically don't
something-
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't tell me.
True, fair enough. Yeah,
she did
didn't
not
you
tell me.
that.
She just
Yeah.
said that there was a lot of like belief and hope and like energy in the city, and then it birthed a god.
Maybe
we know
that.
that-
So we're gonna start going and kill everybody. And
Maybe
No,
the
okay,
idea.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
But that wasn't me forgetting it. That was me forgetting it, not her.
So
She would have said it.
So you want to retcon that she told me
Yes.
and 1 million citizens live there.
Absolutely. I want to retcon that because absolutely Caitlin would have known that.
So
That's
when a
just
So
million
so I guess would I have heard about like maybe overcrowding or something that's happening in the city that might signal?
Certainly. I mean, Ani is a very cosmopolitan city, and they're on what is a large island. So there is, but they have basically just enough land around them for cattle and for farmland to feed the city, and really not even that because they're importing a lot more. So there is this there's this imbalance in where will we have a new farmland. So there's always been kind of that fight, how much are we going to rely on cities outside of us to bring the basics we need, food and everything else, into our city.
Okay.
I mean, like if it's reaching 1 million in 5 years,
5
that means
years.
it's close, right?
It's
With the way
close,
population works, but like not to the point where people are probably like, wow.
So we're just gonna have to play a population control game. We're gonna have to role play as municipal
murder
city
everybody.
Lawyers.
Population control game does not sound like something
that
you're
is-
saying.
It doesn't, but that's what the challenge is. It's not about genocide. It's about
No, because it's only one city.
I mean,
It's about creating transportation to other locations.
so
Right.
Let's play
but, like-
PCG.
so it's sort of like, I'll say this in character. What? Let me just take a little sip.
Go crazy. Say it
I'll say this in character.
Go
So
wild.
it seems like there's a lot of strings, and it's like, what do we want to? Because we're in this, unless some of you want to go back to your normal lives. I feel pretty in this. I feel like responsible. I feel like I should do something, and we have a couple of options, right? There's this god that will be birthed in 5 years. Thankfully, the timeline has a bit of time, so maybe that doesn't have to be our focus right now. But then there's this comet that also isn't gonna crash land, but she said that if I'm connected to the sky, I might be able to stop it. So there's that, and then what's the other thing that there's a lot happening
dumped
right
a
now.
lot on
She dumped a
you.
lot of.
Yeah.
I'm worried I'm gonna have to listen back and be like, what did she fucking tell me?
She mentioned
There's
the
the
god
and then the union. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that. Seems like maybe the most immediate. Like that's not good. We can actually take care of that very soon, kind of thing. But like,
What did you mention about that god
what god?
of chaos? You said.
Yeah, she said that in her time. So theoretically, the gods die, and then she told me that eventually, I don't know, maybe part of some cosmic scheme, the gods were rebirthed in the midst of these people who were just living their lives. Sounds kind of familiar, I guess. And then I guess the god of chaos in their time is popping off and is doing some bad things, and their goal is to like reach across time and get all the other gods of chaos. I believe that's what I got from right. Isn't that what she said? They're trying to like rip up, yeah. So that I guess they can build an army of chaos. I guess
I might have their number.
the one in that time.
Maybe not the one in that time. but a couple days, no, a couple hours ago, a day ago, yesterday, I went to, I can't believe I'm just remembering this now. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry, I thought you were. I thought you know how you. I thought you didn't know their name. Yeah, you're a really good actor. I thought you forgot their name because usually you were like Roswood.
Yeah, I went to Roswood, and I was annoyed at some bullshit about. I sent a letter to my mom and to my doctor mom, and. It had been a while, though, albeit a couple days, but still, I was in a headspace, and I asked what they could do, because I'm not sure if y'all realized, but, like, some of the faculties just really seem to be incompetent in certain ways, and so I think out of a fit of something, I was like, what can you even do? And she sent me to a place where I spoke with a thing that could be identified, looking back, as a god that was chaotic. And they said, "Hey kid, you taste good. Come back anytime."
Maybe gross.
Tell us.
Because then someone got killed in this world and the school went to hell. So there were other things. But
you spoke with a god. That's something that I think that we should know. What if they got...
I'm sorry, Theodore.
Things got kind of busy.
Yeah.
Is that your godparent?
No. I asked them if they had my digits, and they said no, this was the first time we've ever licked you.
What did Steelbeard tell you?
He whispered a name. Oh, God.
Yeah, I told him to tell you all your godparents.
He just said a name.
I thought I told you all after he walked away that that's what I...
No, I know, I'm role-playing again.
Oh, you're role-playing that you weren't listening to me?
No, I'm role-playing that...
No, Astrid told you. Astrid was like, I asked him to look for your godparents.
Yeah, he told me. I'm role playing. Love this shit. He told me Mordecai.
Do any of us know who Mordecai is?
You would probably. Know. Yeah. I mean, I literally tended to their shrine, so
yeah.
And that's death, which is just great. That's just.
Oh.
Yeah, that's death.
I mean, I guess that's better than chaos, right?
You know, weirdly, now that you say that, I kind of agree.
Death is kind of calm.
So now I apparently have 2 step-parents, and one's death and one's chaos, and that's just flowers and rainbows for me, and I'm really loving it. Oh, okay. But, hey, do y'all know you can kill gods?
Well,
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah.
No, sorry, I was thinking, but like, was it out of character that we were all like, can we kill a god? Because was it out of character that no.
I think you've had in-character discussions about this.
About the Bane swords.
Yeah.
Right? We just had a conversation about the Bane
They haven't
sword.
told the two of us, though. But I know that, like, I remember, like, one of our first sessions, I was like, can I kill the moon? And I can't remember if that was in character or out of character.
I asked Blondie how to kill them. It was a bit forward, I admit. But they seemed receptive.
Is Blondie Malvorn? Is that
no? Blondie's a little girl.
Caitlin.
Okay.
Caitlin.
Yeah. Did you forget that scene with Malvorn where Barb and Malvorn were talking about?
Caitlin's not blonde. That's why I was just throwing me. Yeah.
What did she look
You
like?
totally said that she had blonde hair.
I don't believe I did.
You definitely said she's a blonde-haired girl.
Roll back the tape.
I made a mistake.
Roll the tapes.
I mistake.
Yeah. Insert in this audio and video clip.
Yeah.
What if we're wrong
okay.
and then we look like assholes?
I will do that.
If I'm wrong.
That's good. That's good. That has a good
Well, no, I honestly only remember him describing her in Theodore's dream where she was made of diamonds, and so I didn't think she was she?
No,
she was blonde
she was a long blonde hair.
I was distracted by
Elizabeth.
Tommy. I'm sorry.
Short brunette.
Absolutely not.
Bob.
Maybe-
Short Bob
Oh, you
brunette.
did say short bar.
Yeah. Bob.
Bob. But
I heard
said,
it, Bob.
You totally said blonde.
No way.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you're all wrong.
No,
but I will look back
I'm
and I'll
telling
play it
you,
in
you're
here.
all
I don't
wrong.
recall either.
After a moment, an image appears in all of these diamonds of a young girl with a short bob of hair.
Okay, well, we'll
I don't remember.
It's a dream. You can be whatever the fuck you want in a dream.
That's
She
completely
was
fair.
blonde in my dream.
Is there
which
is there
really weird.
hashtag official
fine.
art of her?
Was that?
Is there hashtag official
There
art
is
of her?
hashtag official art of her.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I thought that was.
Oh, I had no idea who that was.
Let me see.
I think I thought so. She's like a buzz cut.
Yeah. Well, it'd be longer now, but yeah.
Do you think that was like
I thought that
Zion or
was, like-
I thought
somebody?
that was Doru.
Yeah, I thought that was. That was.
Doro? Zion?
I thought that was
Doro's
one of the other
little-
ones. Yeah.
The halfling, the upside down halfling.
Yeah. All right, anyway, so that
Yeah.
is
Face is just
Caitlin.
twisted.
Sorry. I'm just-
We don't listen to Godsfall.
I know. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
We're trying.
Yeah.
It's so long.
I have
It's
listened
okay,
to
it's a
few
lot.
long
episodes.
series.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate it.
And even he didn't know what was going on.
No, that's fine.
Tommy would know.
Please.
Tommy would
listens to
know.
everything.
Please take that out.
Okay, so cut out every single time I say Blondie.
Yes.
And put it with Buzzy.
Sure, I'll get right on top of that.
Use your voice.
She has
like-
long hair
Yeah,
now.
just use your voice, Rob.
Buzzy. Buzzy.
But Bobby,
Bobbin.
Or just call her Caitlin.
Right.
Or that girl, Dream Girl.
Caitlin, here, let me give you
That girl.
Let me call you. Let me give you a
that
clean cut to
girl?
insert for
Yeah.
for when I say Caitlin.
I doubt he's gonna do that.
Aram takes all of our suggestions to heart and does every single one of
To
them.
heart.
This is true.
We love you, Rob.
Stupidly, I do this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Caitlin.
That doesn't even sound like Barb.
Oh shit, you're right.
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Caitlin.
That's more Barb.
If it's like, wait, Barb? Oh, wait, hang on.
We're not taking turns doing bar.
Let's all do Barb. Let's all do
we are
Barb.
now. Gee.
I'm gonna leave this show.
I think Rob's taking a poop.
I'm not coming every single time I talk. What the fuck is this?
Nikki, this is spot on.
Oh no!
I guess I'm Barb. That would be
Stupidest
my.
thing I've ever
I-
seen in my life.
I guess this is how people talk now. Do you want to meet me in the Arboretum?
Listen.
That's my note. I read it.
You needed a burrito?
No.
You wanna get a burrito with me? Gang, what are we doing?
Okay, let's get back to the story.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
We got some D&D to get into. So, yes.
Y'all know that you can kill gods? Because apparently,
Well, I assumed if we could be killed, maybe they could somehow.
Yeah. Well, apparently they all got a bad allergy. Also, there are these things called bane swords. And dwarves make them. I don't know. That's weird. But
Is that anything we would have heard of ever? Like,
Everyone roll history.
Where are those dwarves located?
All the way to the north.
Well, I'm all the way to the north.
Yeah,
And-
they're further north
They're
than
further
you.
north than that?
Oh yeah.
yeah, I got 7. I
big
don't know.
fat 3.
17.
Fuck, what is all just happened?
What did you just do? What?
I rolled a die and it went up there, but then another die rolled.
Well, okay, roll. I think you need to
I'm
roll
gonna
whatever.
roll it.
Yeah, you still
whatever.
you still have to roll again. Yeah, totally.
That was weird. And then, what?
History.
History? Is
History.
that intelligence?
Yeah.
17.
Are you
Seven-
proficient
all right,
in it?
perfect.
17.
So both of you have heard,
Artificer lore.
right? Both of you have heard of these dwarves to the north. They are the
We're
dwarf,
both from the north. So.
right? And they are like they're the oldest, strongest clan of dwarves on Calgun. They've occupied this frozen mountain basin for centuries and centuries. And they are incredibly technologically advanced. They have a series of lava forges, which they use along with these ancient artifacts from the gods that they worship in order to build amazing contraptions and constructs. And they kind of are very insular, rather racist. You know, they believe in dwarven's. They believe a lot in dwarven superiority. And they have heavily armed themselves to enforce that.
Sick. Well, hey gang, do you know that we can just fucking kill gods? Cause
Do you think they would just give us these swords?
Well,
Swords that can kill a god? No.
Caitlin
Why?
said that
How do we even get to a god to kill it?
I've got to one pretty easily, actually. Now that I think about it.
Did you actually interact with them? Did you see them?
Yeah, they ate me.
They ate Barb.
And they said if to come back some other time. Yeah.
So what if we...
I mean, the only god right now that I'm like, I mean, obviously Chaos seems to be brewing up some trouble in 105 years.
And order.
Order.
Yeah.
He is top of our fucking list. And it only #reinforces my utter untrust and just icky vibes I get from his golden boy in there.
Astrid, what does hashtag mean?
Hash browns. No,
Okay.
I don't know, I've never liked him, and I'm not gonna blame him for whatever his godparent's doing, but his godparent is pampering him and clearly prepping him for some sort of inheritance, you know.
Yeah,
and
baking him.
He may not even know it, but he
Well, Malvorn, not to defend him or
he's
anything,
involved.
but
No, I'm saying he might not even know it, but
he did tell me that there's been a rift between the two of them.
They had a fight. It was really sad.
well then that, yeah.
So
I don't know. I just think that
yeah.
I think that it's
But if we're going to...
he's building a weapon and we do not know what he's trying to fight.
But
that's the thing. We've got to figure that out.
If we're going to kill the god of order, if that's something that we want to do, wouldn't we need Malvorn to get even close to him?
Probably.
Sure.
I mean, we could also just go to the union and be like, "Hey, we're here to compete, baby."
Yeah.
But theoretically,
But
we would be
not
ready in 4 years.
Yeah, but
Which
you know someone who
What's happening in 5 years? The world explodes. So
someone who was able to do it without being ready.
Scooches.
That fucking cat.
We gotta go get the fucking cat. It all comes down to the cat in the box. Scritches, yeah, they did it.
Yep.
He did it without even...
All by himself.
And Ryle survived. I mean, all the other teachers
Yeah,
did.
but Ryle lost everybody
3
that was
people.
Yeah.
with him.
So he
3
knows
people
what
died.
they did wrong. That's something.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that the levels that they all had to go through were themed to their own godparents, correct?
Yes. They seem to be set up for their abilities.
Each escape room they had to go through
basically.
was themed to
Yeah.
them, so he knows where they went wrong, I guess. But yeah, no, Scritches is probably the best resource for making it through the union.
Theodore, there was a strange man here last night. He doesn't know.
Oh yeah,
Theodore.
Wait, what?
there's a lot of
have you ever read
exposition
Iron
floating
Man?
around. Have you ever heard of Thanos? Because that's happening.
Thanos and Iron Man are in this universe, Theodore, and it's weird.
I thought that was Brie Larson.
That was not Brie Larson. It was Robert Downey Jr. It was great.
But shorter.
But shorter. He's a dwarf.
Really short.
Yeah, much shorter.
Ooh, he's dwarven.
Mhm.
Maybe he's #connected to the dwarves up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to take
They
me
don't
2
all know each
seconds
other.
to realize that we are not.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, the warden.
Thank you for that.
Theodore,
the
yeah,
warden.
we fill in Theodore with what happens.
Yes,
Why didn't you wake anybody of us up?
because he left. I woke Janice up. And he left.
I got to impersonate our Condima.
It was very funny.
Then he went away.
So what? So
He
he's
seemed.
part of the line.
What is the line?
I don't know.
What is the line?
Do we know what the line
Do we
is?
know?
And he's looking for the forgotten.
Yeah, we didn't really excavate any of that.
People have they have these names.
I mean, well, I literally,
Inquisitor,
he
we
was
got-
saying it, and I was like, why are you saying these things as if we know them? And then he was like, and so he, like, I
remember
kind
when he
of,
said that.
yeah. So, like, I was sort of like, we don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? And he never really answered
He
it.
kinda
So I
skirted around it.
did not try to ask. I was sort of like, why are you, I hate, like, that's my biggest pet peeve is every adult in this universe says things to us as if we already know what they're talking about. It was like when I was trying to learn pre-cal, and my teacher taught it to me as if I already knew it, and I was like, no, you gotta teach.
We just need signs that say like student demigods on board. Don't know any like vague title you're gonna say.
I mean, does it
Please
mean you're
explain
going
it.
back?
Would we have heard? Would we have? Joey is anti going back to the temple. We had a meeting.
Oh yeah.
We're not going back yet.
Joey will not
Yet.
let us.
Not
Yet.
yet.
Eventually, we
We're
have
not
to.
ready. We do have to.
Would we? I mean, this may be a history check thing. Like, would we have ever heard of those words? Like, now that we've like apparently stewed on it for like 8 hours, have we? We've heard the line?
Yeah, like we know seekers. Seekers
like
are very
okay, so
abundant
especially
in the world.
Theodore's been looking up on that Skypad for like
Skype doesn't work anymore.
2 days. Well, no, but like he did
No.
so
Malborn's
much
did.
research.
I
He
was
did-
Malbor's did when he plugged
When
it
he
into the
plugged it
ship,
in.
but
But,
it
like-
only worked for the ship.
But that's not what I'm
It's
saying.
not connected to the internet. Sorry,
I'm saying
go
that
ahead.
he researched for like days. Like, would that have come up in any of his research?
Okay, there's a chance. Go ahead and roll a straight intelligence.
Because he was what, like, I just remember, like, you can roll the tapes. Theodore was like saying, like, I'm just gonna sit here and like read for 5 hours.
No, it's true. Totally true.
12.
12? What are you trying to find out?
If he's heard of like the Lion or the Forgotten. Or...
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Tito was already iffy about all of these factions that were popping up and would want to know who the
He was
hell is
researching a
everybody.
lot.
You
He
did
didn't know where to
figure
put his
out
loyalties.
that the Forgotten was the name for that other group, you know, the group of students who attacked you.
Okay.
You figured out that they were called the Forgotten.
Okay.
That's what you figured out with a 12. Because that seems pretty tied into what you're looking
Sure.
for.
Okay.
And
Subtle.
easily available.
But he didn't hear about the Lion.
No, because he wouldn't be looking for it. It's a whole different faction. So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So we got a name for those rebels.
Sort of sad.
Yeah, that's not very subtle.
Because it also seems like they have not been forgotten because they're being hunted by
Damn, you're right.
our old teachers. Like, it's a very ironic name.
Sounds like the remembered, if you ask me.
It sounds like the "we're coming for you."
Yeah.
They call themselves the Forgotten, and it would say this as well.
The
They
students call themselves that?
yeah, because
Because they were all one class.
because they're not claimed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, let me just wrap my hand up.
Yeah, Astrid, you may want to cover
Yeah.
that one right there.
But Astrid, does that give you like a pass then to like not do the union or be better
Well,
at the union?
if I recall, they said that being claimed did nothing but maybe give you advantages in the union.
Right.
But you still had to do it. I don't know what those
That's why
advantages-
Malborn's here.
So, like, you still had to go to school and still had to do the whole thing, but you would theoretically have a little help from your god. I only asked for it because I thought it might help, and
I mean,
I
it
figured-
did, right? That's what, didn't you pop Mordoc's cherry?
yeah. The big romance of the whole campaign is me and Mordok. I think I did. I just was sort of panicked, and I held my hand out, and I just thought really hard, and I hoped that Ius would help me, and I think I did something. He looked. I wasn't looking. He dropped me in Luna, and I turned back, and he was sort of just spinning and looking crazed, and I just ran. I don't know. But now I'm like, are we just going to go back to a pile of bodies? Is he just going to go crazy up there?
Or do you think that like whatever sense of decorum they had in the school just completely went away now that the dean has become
I mean, we don't
completely
know what he was...
outraged?
Because
Because,
that thing was controlling him, right?
well, right, Janice, you saw that like they put it in there to make him docile?
Yeah.
So in the end, you know, like maybe it was nice that I broke it. Oh, but yeah, like is he just gonna go rogue and just like kill everybody there?
Like right now, there's the pretense of them taking the demigods and putting them through school. But what if it just completely changes and now they just want? Now they're just gonna hunt
they're
for
just gonna
demigods
hunt
and take
them and feed them to the union.
Well, I mean,
They're
you know
literally
who-
just throwing us in like little snacks.
You know who's going to get that answer for us but the warden?
So how do we get the warden?
Well, I think he's going to find us after he goes and sees Dima there.
So we also need to move that.
So
Well,
are
what's
you
our-
are you
what's
saying
our
you
immediate
think
plan?
that the warden should try to be on our side? You trying to get him on our side?
It doesn't seem like it would be in the interest of the program, as the warden called it. Everything with the.
That's
Just call something, just give it a name. And it doesn't seem like it would be in the best interest of the program to have a broken dean. They put that thing in the dean to quell him, in a sense, and you popped it, and so that is now messed up.
Unless they all completely fold to the dean right now.
Or-
Do we really want to chance that?
What if they get a new dean?
Who's qualified if not me?
What if they get somebody else? What if we go back and Mordok is locked away, just writhing in his own madness, and there is a new person in charge? That could
Somebody
happen.
even worse.
Somebody worse than he ever was.
Somebody worse, somebody possibly better, but I agree with you. There are faculty that we all connected with that
Yeah.
didn't seem...
Cardani
like-
was really nice. She did nothing but help me.
Same with Roswood, as much as they sent me to hell. But I kind of asked for it, literally. I think...
And Medina could be like wishy-washy, but she helped us save slugs, and she was...
Did she?
And she's with Steelbeard. I have to trust that.
I forgot about that. Hey.
We should
Yes.
to steal.
Do you want to call Steelbeard?
I think now is a good time. We have so many questions and so much new information. Maybe the tree knows something.
Yeah. So we want to talk to Steelbeard and then try to find the Forgotten?
Yeah.
I mean, your goggles can probably help us, right? And if that thing is pointing south?
Oh, God. There's this thing in my room that points south.
I think
was
Janice mentioned it, right? Janice was
so...
Yeah.
A gang...
Can I see it?
It's, yeah, hold on. Boop. I run back to my room when I come back. And I bring it. You guys didn't say anything, right? Okay. Yeah, I was really annoyed in the moment, but... And, I mean, hey, can I be honest? Still am. Because, look, it's a compass and it points south.
What if it's trying to get us to them?
To the Forgotten?
Maybe.
How did the Forgotten?
Why would Caitlin give me that?
Well, if I look at the little thing, can I tell that it's Godstone?
Well, yes, it's definitely a sliver of Godstone, and it glows brighter as you all hold them.
That's what they used to find
this
us.
is Seegerstone shit?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
But your presence doesn't change the direction.
Right, because you're holding it
Right.
and it's not
Exactly.
pointing to each of us.
So maybe it's
pointing
pointing us at something.
Is it pointing in the direction of the temple?
No, well, I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
because
it's
we
pointing
came
south,
north,
so it is
right?
pointing towards the temple. Yes.
But he said no, so it's not what he wants us to go to.
Shut up.
This is the DM being like, go to this direction, please, God.
No, let's go all the way to Ani.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go to Ani.
Let's go to the
Gives them a
dwarves.
compass
So here
pointing
for an
south.
urban campaign.
Oh God.
Hears them talking about going to Ani, gives them a compass pointing
If you wish to go to Ani, you're more than welcome.
I don't want to go to Ani.
Yeah.
Where are those papers? Because just rip it
Yeah.
No,
out.
I'm just saying, there's something to the
I
south.
break the compass.
Yeah,
There's something to the south.
There's clearly something there.
Can I
But-
see it?
So how
Can I
about
try to like tinker
we
with it?
talk to Steelbeard,
With my-
then follow the compass.
Follow the compass.
Yeah,
Your
Steelbeard
tinkering
compass.
ability?
Steelbeard compass. What? Sorry.
Yeah, you can have the compass.
Thanks.
That's so soft.
I'm gonna take.
Tidor and I have a very special
I ship it.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, hold on.
Him being like, "Can I take it from your hand?" Like it was so like intimate. I was very.
Sugoi.
I'm not sure if it's fear or intimacy, but
Varrock
the
looks out a window just crying.
good. Shed those tears, Varrock.
He never asked me for a compass.
Can I?
Tonight, I celebrate my love.
What song is this?
What song is this?
What song is that?
Are we
feel
too
good.
young?
You're all too young.
These people.
Grandpa was singing a song we don't get. Classic.
80s song.
That's a damn mood.
Okay,
No,
so-
can I roll with a tink?
Yeah, just roll the compass on the floor.
Just throw the compass on the floor.
Roll plus your proficiency.
Yeah,
plus
yeah. I got tinker tools.
your compass score.
I love DM Mackenzie.
I'm proficient in woodcarver's tools. Do we need?
Because
Do we
Aram's
need?
ordering pizza on his phone right now.
No. The song is called "Tonight I Celebrate My Love." Just so you all know, that's what the song's
By
called.
who?
Ooh.
"Tonight I Celebrate My Love" by Pueblo Bryson. That doesn't seem right. No, Pueblo Bryson and Roberta Flack. Roberta Flack's obviously the one singing it. Yeah,
Some of the
yeah.
song.
yeah.
Easy, wow.
What? Nikki.
I pull out my toolkit
Oh wow, you just have that.
and
in
I
your
rolled a
pocket.
22. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Teeter's got like a bunch of little
To do what?
Did
we just
pop
wake
it
up? Are we
open to see what's making it tick?
Wait, what are you popping open? I'm sorry.
The compass.
The compass.
The compass. Okay, well, I
Yeah.
mean,
He threw it across.
Yeah.
They threw it across the wall. Like,
I mean,
or
it's
the room.
very basic. It's just a sliver of Godstone resting upon a a steel needle. That's it. There's no mechanical parts in it. There's nothing else to it. It's just that, and then it's kind of fancy in a clamshell, but there's nothing else
We
to
need
it.
Demrin.
You do need Demrin.
All
You
right,
really
go
do.
back to the temple. Let's get Demrin,
Yeah,
baby.
all right, Joey, go back to the temple.
Someone wants to go back to the temple.
Are you
But
guys
also, yes.
in midair?
No,
Right.
No,
No,
we have
we just
not
woke
taken
up.
off.
Right.
We
We
literally
just woke up.
We woke up
Okay.
6 minutes ago.
Send a fucking chimera at us. Whatever you're gonna do. Just do
Okay.
it.
No, I would say that
Sorry.
I having fun. I would
I'm having a
say
great time. My sinuses are just like in my face, and I'm just.
Oh,
it's
I'm
just
sorry.
Least focused we've been in years.
Oh no, this
Since
is
we
a
had to come up with a team name. I
know, right?
The flag.
Throwback Thursday.
All right, Yakety Pack. What are we doing?
what is your friend's name again? Theodore.
Ronald
Renaud?
McDonald.
Yes, Renaud.
Renaud.
Thank you.
And is it Renault or Renaud?
Renaud, I
Or
think.
I have a D.
Renault
But it's
with
spelled
a
Renault.
silent T? Like
Renault?
French?
I thought it's spelled with
Oh,
a
I
T.
don't know.
Yeah, it's Ren.
It's just Ren. We
It's
just
Ren.
we didn't
Ronald
Yeah.
McDonald.
we couldn't decide.
We couldn't
Renaud
decide.
Ren.
McDonald.
Right, so Ren wakes up, walks out all sleepy from his room, stretching and yawning, and he's like, "I'm gonna go get the ship ready."
Wait, no,
All right?
don't do that. We did not tell you to do that.
Well, it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a while to get ready.
Well, I don't. Well, we haven't decided if we're leaving, right?
Well,
What about
Sorry,
Wendy?
that was super like not even moderately in character when I was just like, we have not told you to do that. No, but like we want to chill for a sec, right? Don't we want to like? We want to call
we don't
Steelbeard.
have time to chill.
You
like,
all just said you wanted to talk to Steelbeard. He's not gonna.
we
meet us
can do
in
that
the sky.
in the air. We need to move.
He can't. He's
tin
a
can.
tree. He can't meet us in the air.
Do the leaves summon him?
Yeah, the leaves summon him, right?
that's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he has to. We have to stay on the ground so we can come tag out.
He was on an elevator. He can be in the air.
How is he gonna get to an airship? He doesn't have like a car.
No, but
just
wait,
be on the-
what's this?
on the deck.
I thought he just appears out of nowhere.
No, I was understanding that he would like come.
We're playing in a fantasy world. What does summon mean to you?
Around what the fuck?
Does he have a
You
car?
don't know. That's what he.
We don't
that's
know.
what he said.
I don't know. My assumption was that like he would like hear it and begin coming to me, but I don't know.
Like in his car or what?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's
he's got to be
vehicle.
really close by. Like, we're not that far
I
from the
I
temple.
didn't assume he would just poof and like be there. Like that's like
But what else is he gonna start slowly walking to us?
because I don't know what his powers are. I don't know if
He's gonna be like, oh, I hear Astrid. Clunk. Clunk.
I assumed that if he can teleport. Everyone's dragging me.
The ends
I
are
assume that if
slowly
he can,
coming to
I assume that if he
Isengard.
can teleport, he has to be connected to the ground. He's literally a fucking tree. So like, I assumed that.
I mean,
like,
I think that makes sense.
I think
But
that like
also
us.
I think being in we're in the forest.
There's no tree in the fucking boat with us.
But we're.
How about I pull a leaf out and I say, Steelbeard, come here right now.
Okay.
Because we're gonna debate it, and I'm just gonna do it, and then we'll get our answer. And if we want to fly, we'll pop him onto the tree. He can walk up
God,
the
we are
tarmac.
such teenagers just focusing on the things that don't matter.
Alright, so the leaf shoots
Just
out
do it.
and
think-
vanishes. Right.
Okay.
You all are around for a while. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
See, I told you he had to walk over here. I told you he'd have to walk.
It's gonna be I look at Astrid with raised eyebrows.
I don't know. I did the leaf. He told me to call him on the leaf.
I know. I'm not
You
saying
used
you're
to call
wrong.
me on my leaf line.
You will go round and round with this for a bit.
But no. But
What
then
about Wendell?
Once we talked to Steelbeard,
Are we near Wendell's hometown?
we all knew his hometown.
Oh, we shouldn't go
I wanna
there.
engage with Wendell right now.
I
I mean, it seems kind of
Also
bad
that.
that we've
Not in
landed
the
next
mood.
to his town and we don't let him get this.
I do have.
With
I've looked out everything and
Seekers
thought about my mom.
Inquisitors,
You're not here.
We don't want to bring.
So, I was with Wendell one time, and I'm with him a lot.
How
love
was
him.
it?
I love him. He's my sweet little bean. I was trying to help him feel less homesick, and so I used the scribe pad in the temple to look, and I said, "Show me Wendell's mother," and it did. And it showed. Okay, well, he forgot about it, so maybe I shouldn't even put this into the world.
No, I'm down.
And he looked so happy to see her, and I don't think he noticed, but I noticed that near the end of whatever vision it was giving us, she looked out where we couldn't see. She looked panicked and scared, and then the video cut out. So, I want to hope she's okay, but there may be some shit going down in that town. And part of me wants to check on it.
That's too many fires. We have to pick one.
Well, we have a
can't
couple of
extinguish everything.
5 years down the road, so I don't know. But that's just there might be something happening in that town.
It sounds like whatever's going on, we're not leaving right now.
Yeah, but we, if we want to look for the Forgotten, use the goggles. How do we want to do that? Do we want to fly around and look for it? Do we want to walk around and look for it?
Tie Theodore to the edge of a vine.
Yeah.
What about the compass? I thought we were going to follow the compass.
Do we want to follow what do we want to do? Do we want to follow
We can do both. Let's follow the compass.
and have Theodore scouting?
And have Theodore scouting.
Yeah.
Because I doubt they're pointing to the same thing unless Aram just hasn't written anything else and desperately wants
It's like,
us to
please,
go there.
God,
Please,
go there.
Please, my beautiful PCs, go to this one spot.
So
we go there, and if on the way
we find
the Forgotten, we cover up your tattoo and say hi to them.
Yep.
And if we don't, then we just go to south, whatever south is.
Yeah.
The end of the world.
We may have to pass the temple, so we'll have to
We can pass
cross
under.
that bridge when we get to it. They'll spot us.
All right. Well, the closer we can get, I might be able to mess up their systems. Because once we're back in range of the temple, we can take down their internals. They won't even know that we're there.
In fact, didn't Medina show you?
I have Medina's login.
Yo, we have password.
You ever what is it? It was lies 2, 3, 4. Or like lies.
Lies 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That's what it was.
We do have your username and password.
Fuck me. Sorry, I sneezed. So my whole brain feels like it's still jumbling around.
Yeah, your congestion is. Astrid, are you sick?
I'm very sick right now. Yeah, I think I got a cold when I was at that waterfall with Zali and stuff. And then it just like sprinkled on me, and I got a little bit of
snow.
the snow. I was sleeping in snow, so I got a bit of a cold.
That's fair.
I look around for Steelbeard. Sure is taking a while.
It seemed like Aram was doing a
So as you look around for Steelbeard, there is a cry of a peregrine, and a bird sweeps.
A peregrine falcon?
Yeah.
Fastest falcon in the world. I did a research paper on them in 4th grade.
They were also
God, you and I were the same nerd for
Patreon
periods of time. You know that? Yeah.
Patreon exclusive year 4th grade.
You know what?
Paper
Inspiration.
Hey!
Whoa!
Yes. Inspiration. That's right.
You never give inspiration.
I know. This is me training myself. So the peregrine.
No, this is me doing the things you have to do. To get inspiration. You have to go back in time, write research papers.
So the bird swoops in and just yells at all of you.
That's
basically
actually the fastest bird in the world. Actually, I did a research paper on it.
Yeah. A little late.
I did a research paper on Sweden in 4th grade.
Oh, that's pretty good. Well, next time.
Yeah, when Sweden sweeps into the sky, you'll get inspiration.
So the bird flies in and then knocks.
It yells at us?
Yeah, basically. Basically.
You guys!
Yeah. Flies in, knocks some things over, then gets to a basin of.
What is a knockover? We're outside. Oh no!
The tree topples over.
No! The falcon knocked over my collection of porcelain miniatures that I had sitting outside. Oh no!
It gets to.
Yeah, this is where we end. We'll see you next time.
Discombobulated today. It's insane.
It gets to a basin of water and then drops something like it's got like a seed in its beak, and it drops the seed into the water, and the seed begins to grow, and vines pop out of it, and little tree forms.
We needed the earth
until it's a little Steelbeard, maybe about
a little Steelbeard.
So first you steal Thanos, you steal Iron Man. Now you're stealing Groot. Aram, think of your own shit, okay? We can't just keep on taking from the Marvel universe.
a little Steelbeard, about
that's Groot.
About half a foot tall.
We go, Steelbeard, tell us about what's going to happen in 5 years. And he goes, I am Steelbeard. It says nothing else to us.
So Steelbeard, little Steelbeard, crawls up out of the bowl, sits on the edge of it, shakes some water off their leaves.
Bowl?
Yeah, what bowl?
Yeah, it was a bowl of a basin of water. They had to drop the
bird brought a bowl?
No, there was a basin of water in the ship. The bird found it.
We were outside.
We're outside of the ship.
You guys have to with the ramp
We're
open.
literally outside.
No,
So
The bird just flew inside.
Flew inside, and all the demigods are like, everyone's freaking out.
Yes.
And they're freaking.
Yes.
Wendell ducks under a desk. Barack hides behind a curtain.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
And it starts flying around. It's hitting the windows. It's flapping against the ceiling until it finds a bowl of water, and it shits in it, and then flies away.
Yes, 100%.
Steelbeard is a fucking maniac.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's what happened.
Oh,
That's exactly what happened.
Astrid,
I feel like
your tree dad is fucked up.
Well, okay, why couldn't there just be some water and a kettle? Why is there not water in a puddle outside? Oh god.
Okay, we need to wrap this up. What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? So 5 minutes go by as the bird finds its way out. I don't even think we're inside.
We are literally outside.
the airship. So we have to go down and find out what all the ruckus is about.
So we don't even know it's Steelbeard.
we just hear everybody scream.
We just learned about the end of the world, and then a falcon comes and dive bombs our airship and scares all of our friends.
Oh god. I'm gonna Instagram story this.
Oh my god.
The last time we saw Zendar was running for his life from an enraged Dean and a ton of Seekers carrying light rods.
Yeah.
Poles.
And he managed to dissipate those, though.
Yes, his darkness, we have now proven, is more powerful than the light spell.
Yes. Because it's a second level spell.
Correct.
So I disappeared.
Correct. Because as soon as you got struck by one of the Dean's eyes, which happened to be his sleep eye, you had just enough fortitude to be able to fight off a sleep, right, and hit that and break that stone, teleporting you back to somewhere.
I mean, I know where.
Yeah.
I don't know where, but
you
I know.
have an idea of where you're going.
I have an idea of
but
where
not
I'm
where
going.
or
I
what.
have an idea of the situation I'm going to be in.
There we go.
Not where I'm going.
All right. Are you ready?
I am.
Perfect. Then you groggily awaken in a kind of a medium chamber, about the size of the room we're in now, probably 10 feet by 10 feet, right? All smooth stone all around you. And you quickly realize that your hands and feet are bound and that there is a kind of silver globe just suspended above you. There's no cord or anything it seems to hang from, and it's glowing brighter than anything you've ever seen. It's like you're directly beneath the sun.
Oh, that is not pleasant. So I probably wouldn't be able to see much of the room.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just this blinding light directly above you. And you can just barely make out the edges.
I get to the edges,
Okay, so you
as
wanna-
far away from that as I can.
Do you want to kind of roll?
To do what?
Well, I mean, that's all I can really do, I suppose. How would you
roll. Oh, yeah. Well, no, yeah, my beaten hands are bound. Yeah.
No. I meant actually roll, not roll the dice.
Yes. Am I in a chair?
No, you're just bound and
lying
on
there?
the floor. Yeah, there's like a mat underneath you, right? And it's actually rather comfortable.
I'm just gonna lie here.
Okay, so I would like you. Are you trying to not look like you just woke up?
No, I suspect that they will. I suspect that even if I was only awake for an hour or two,
Yeah.
and it could have been longer.
Sure.
They would have put me in here expecting me to wake up at some point.
Okay.
So I'm just going to kind of try and sit up a little bit in the bed and just call out and say, well, I'm here.
Okay. I would like you to roll perception.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna need more d8s.
Okay.
Sorry,
I got plenty of d8s for you.
Because of the secret
Yes.
thing.
So you rolled perception. What did you get?
I got.
Would you be at disadvantage because there is daylight above you?
Not only. Depends on what site. What.
See, you want to see this?
It's for.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, definitely.
Okay, roll one more.
That's
call.
slightly higher.
Okay.
So. Still not a lot. That's a 12.
Okay, so you sit up, and again, the floor is surprisingly smooth beneath you as well. You're kind of like along the side, but the wall curves to meet the sides, so it feels like you're in a tube all of a sudden. And as you get up against the wall and you call out, there's the slightest fluttering at the edge of your vision, and then all of a sudden this big dark square, something wide and thin, blocking the light, and it just slams down all around you. There's two pads that land on either side of you. There's a huge long tail that rests in the ground at your feet, and then this, like, imagine a giant evil manta ray. Okay? That's what it looks like just plopped down over top of you. And the head turns down, and these jagged teeth that are like in rows like a shark feed back into its mouth, and it just looks down at you. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
You're awake.
I do seem to be awake, don't I?
You are. You must be thirsty.
And it pushes off you and goes clomp, clomp, clomp over to the side, grabs something, because it's hard to see because all of a sudden now the bright light is back on you.
Yeah.
But you can hear a slosh of water, a clomp tank on the way back to you, and again covers the light to shield you and hands you a tankard of water.
I take the tankard and gratefully drink from it.
Ah, it's good to talk with you. I've watched you for some time.
How long have I been here?
About an hour. You slept well. Must have been tired.
Well, it wasn't exactly that. I was lucky that it was the sleep ray that I got hit with, but I was hit by a beholder's eye rays.
Oh, that's amazing. And you survived. Well, clearly you survived. You're talking to me now.
Yes, well, I may not have if it had been an incineration ray.
Well, you were quick thinking, and I am glad you made it here. We have heard much about you.
Yes, well, cats tell tales, don't they?
Well, we have certain things that we do that your skills would be useful in.
I'm sure that you do. Could we do something with the light?
Oh, yes.
Leans back, and his two flippers, and as he claps twice, the light goes off.
And I kind of adjust back to the relative darkness.
Yeah. Total darkness right now.
Total darkness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both of you can see it just fine.
All of a sudden, I can see everything, and I just
This is better for you and I.
analyze every area of the room.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like if you were in a tube and then there was a bulbous kind of thing in the middle of the tube where it blew out, and the room was basically completely circular on all sides.
Okay.
And all the walls are smooth, they're all the same stone, everything.
I kind of I'm still wearing my my student clothes.
Yeah.
which are like because obviously I can change them
Because you got the armor.
because I have the special armor.
Yeah.
They can just change to whatever. But so I'm still wearing my student clothes, and would those be covered in anything, or would they?
What do you mean covered in anything?
Like, I don't remember, but there wasn't any blood or anything, was there? No, I didn't kill anyone.
No, you haven't killed anyone, and none of your blood got on it. So
Yeah, no, that should be okay. Because no one like stabbed me, did they?
no, that was. I mean, you got stabbed.
The tabaxi.
You got stabbed with a tabaxi. How close was that?
That was the day before, I think. Or was it?
It's
it
possible
that
some
night?
of your blood is still on it. Yeah. I mean, you look a little roughed up in general.
Yeah. I don't want to change it now. I just wanted to establish that I can change it so that I don't have to explain it later.
Actually, you know what? You would have woken up with all of your wounds dressed and everything washed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Would I
would have
be
taken
naked,
care of
too?
you. No. They would have just removed your clothes, stitched you up, washed you down, washed your armor and stuff, put it back on you, and then tied your ass up.
Yeah. So I'm still tied up, right?
You are, except when you're just looking around the room, right? And the cloaker kind of like comes up behind you and gently pushes you up from the back, so you're fully seated up. It's like, my name is Batul.
Batul, an interesting name.
Yes, thank you.
What is the origin?
Well, I'm a cloaker. It's the name of a cloaker. It's a good cloaker family. We go back many, many years.
Oh.
Ever since this volcano became inactive, we have lived within her tombs. And he clumsily but manages to get you untied, right?
I just gotta stretch out my long fingers.
And then he does the same around your feet, and then just kind of like, there's like, he just kind of lifts you, and like being held by his flappers is really interesting because it's soft everywhere, but there's also a huge amount of strength behind them.
Yeah.
And just easily lifts you to your feet and gently places you down.
Thank you.
Of course.
If I may ask, you are all demigods, yes?
Every one of us. Although there are volunteers who are not.
That makes sense. You would, of course, have followers of some sort, likely.
In some, worshippers in some, believers in another. Followers of a champion. In some.
Well, is there any sort of leadership that I need to talk to?
Yes, we'll be going there now.
Yes.
Follow me. And kind of like swoops up and then swoops back. And so like you're in the middle, like you're walking down this tube, and they're just very gently swaying back and forth, kind of going up the walls and then swooping back down. Is there any questions you have while you're walking?
I think Zendar would, because a lot of questions can be more revealing than like just in the asking of them, to how little you know. So I think mostly Zendar would just be trying to learn as much as possible while revealing as little as possible, which could mean asking about even things that seem unrelated.
Totally.
So like,
just having
I think
small talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me. What would it be? Roll me straight charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seven.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're not terrible. I mean, you're a little. You're not great at small talk.
I'm not great at small talk.
No. So you keep asking things that really,
Neither is Zendar.
Right. Yeah. And you just keep asking things that as a cloaker, Batul can't really relate to. It's like, well, I don't really suntan. That kind of thing, right? And you just look. It's a little awkward. And then as it starts to feel a little weird, you guys step out of this tube and into a huge rounded chamber. That goes all the way out and then faces the sea. It's about 100-foot drop off, and then there's just this giant wide opening facing the sea.
All right.
And it is, it looks like it just went to dusk, you would judge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in this cavern, or?
So in this cavern, one person you recognize immediately, which is the tabaxi you got into a scuffle with, and she's kind of off to one side, her arms folded and her fingers kind of tapping against her forearms. There is a wood elf who is dressed in this immaculate emerald and silver tunic and has their hair up and a beautiful silver chain around their forehead, just looking very regal. And there is someone else that you don't know. Clearly, roll me a not animal handling. How would you identify? Nature, yeah.
16.
Okay, so you've read about these creatures. Your mom really didn't take any chances. She wants you to know everything. So this creature is a Triton.
Okay.
But you don't know anything about him. Well, no, actually, you would have heard did you hear the list of the demigods? You did talk about that.
I did.
You know then that you know that the Triton is probably Sodran, the demigod of sharks, and that the wood elf is probably Lorsan, the demigod of mountains.
Okay. So I look around and sort of take in the surroundings, and then I step up to. Is it going down into the cavern? Am I going down?
No, it just
into the
opens
cavern,
up, and then the cavern gets bigger,
Oh,
wider
okay.
all around it. Yeah, and
So
there's several of these off of
it's
this
just
cavern.
forward then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, kind of like you took a left-hand turn and it was revealed.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
So I step out into the cavern, and I walk up to the. I'd probably just walk up to kind of the center point between them.
Yeah.
Just to be apolitical in that sense.
Sure.
I don't want to walk up to any one of them and be like, "Oh, you're the leader, right?"
You don't want to make friends with the wrong gang, right? Yeah.
So I would just walk up and say, "Is there a certain one of you that I believe the dragon was supposed to be the leader?"
Who are you talking to? Which one of them?
Whichever one is nearest.
Okay, that would be Lorsan, actually.
Okay.
We don't really have leaders. We have one that we put our faith in, but we all vote. We all have equal say.
I think Zendar would agree with that. So he sort of looks around and raises his hand and kind of wipes a little bit. Or they cleaned the clothes.
You were
okay,
spotless.
yeah, so I'm spotless. So I kind of adjust my vest and say, "Well, I suppose I didn't arrive of in the best way, so I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Zendar Gru, as I'm sure you know. I'm not sure exactly how much you know about me, considering that the temple knew quite a bit, and I had never heard of them. Well, my mother told me about them, but..."
Yes, we are aware of your mother. We are aware of how much the temple knew about you.
"Do you know where she is?"
We do not. We are looking. Hopefully we'll find her.
"Well, it's certainly going to be dangerous for someone."
If we find her, and you join us, perhaps we'll send you.
"Well, that may be a good idea in the future. For now, I believe we have more pressing matters."
So Agile Smoke has been walking up behind Lorsan and then just kind of walks around him and gently kind of just like drags her claws across his neck. Not hard, doesn't break the skin just very gently. It's like, oh, Lorsa, leave him alone. Poor boy. Had such a hard day. And then she kind of turns and walks over to you.
I seem to remember that you got the worst of the encounter.
I did. You were very good. Next time, maybe not so lucky. She's like kind of walking around you as she's talking. And as she does, she gently traces her claws across your back.
Let's hope that doesn't have to be next time.
And she comes back around. Let's hope. And as she says that, you hear a roar. And there's a bolt of like blue lightning that crackles across the sky. And a moment later, this massive blue dragon swings around to the front of the cave, puts out its wings to stop itself, comes to a halt just past the entrance and lands, and like doesn't even break its stride as it is lumbering forward towards you, and then begins to shrink and change until it's in the shape of a humanoid. Right? Like you would say they were human, except there's these blue scales that go up the backs of their arms and up their neck towards the top of their head, right? And they have these electric silver eyes that crackle and close like a lizard's, and there's black talons on all of their fingernails. And just strides right up to you.
You rebel types really are one for a showy entrance, aren't you?
He laughs.
This from the man who vanishes in shadow.
Yes, well, I do like a nice show, but not one that includes my face.
That is fair. What we need, though, is for you to understand a few things.
Yes, I do believe that perhaps my mother did not know everything that was going on, so she could not prepare me.
She could not prepare you for everything. You had so little time because of the temple.
Yes, this is true.
You will have much more time with us.
Places a arm around your shoulder. He's very strong. He doesn't do anything to hurt you. Doesn't make any movement to hurt you, but just kind of like this arm around the shoulder guiding forward while he walks kind of deal is like, you realize very quickly you wouldn't have been able to resist that.
Yeah.
Right? So now he's walking with his arm around you.
I'm sure the temple has told you things about us as your mother. Do you have questions?
Well, their big thing was that you killed a lot of humans and humanoids and that sort of thing. I mean, I don't... It gets messy, is the problem. I like to be more precise.
We killed every human that came for us. This is fair. We had to. We cannot let them escape. We cannot let them come back as they would with numbers. They leave us alone, though. We leave them alone. None of us hunts them. None of us seeks out conflict with them. They brought it to us.
Very well. And what do you do for food, then?
And as he walks, so you've been walking around and then kind of up for a while until you're led like to another bright light, right? Well, actually, it's not bright because it's dark at this point. So he leads you kind of up to the surface, and on the top of this huge plateau is a huge like city. Well, not city, but town. There's a lot of fields and a lot of houses around them, and there's a variety of mortals working them, and all of them wear the same symbol of like this, of like an open hand, right? With long fingernails, like with it basically looks like the dragon's hand, and they all have that symbol on them, like a crimson.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It would definitely be blue.
Yeah, that's what
it would definitely be cobalt. Yeah.
Okay.
It's oxen, and cattle, and everyone looks like roll a perception.
At 20.
Okay. Everyone looks exceedingly healthy, and the children all look happy. The buildings are all well made. Clearly, everyone is well fed. Like it almost seems utopian,
What powers this place?
What powers this place is belief, unity. They farm it, they work the land. It's very fertile, because it was once a volcano. We helped them clear it so it was leveled. And they live in peace and harmony. They share their food with us, we give them protection.
So it is a commune of sorts.
Of sorts. I believe that is fair. I like to see it as the future.
Yes, well, perhaps there is more to the future than that.
Well, to keep them from destroying themselves, hunting and killing us, don't you think this is better?
Oh, no, I do. I'm just saying that there's more to the future that we cannot control.
There's always some aspects of the future we cannot control.
You know of the comet, yes?
And he turns and looks at it right along with you.
I know of it. I saw its arrival. I was standing out here when it first appeared. But I do not know what it means yet.
I'm not sure anyone does. Mordok seemed to fear it, based on his fear of Astrid, or at least the people going after her.
And the Beholder is difficult to trust with fear. They are paranoid. They see enemies everywhere, traps laid everywhere.
Yes, well, perhaps they are right sometimes.
If they are, then it is beyond me. But we are looking for an answer.
And what kind of facilities do you have here? Do you have potions? Do you have various...
He kind of gestures like you guys have been walking through
Yeah.
through the town, and you guys have gotten to like the center area where there's like this large fountain, and this fountain has like a huge depiction of like several snakes kind of coiled around each other, but like they're not fighting with each other. It's like they've joined together to help lift up this central bowl, right? They've just made like they've wrapped their bodies around each other to form a stronger base.
Mm-hmm.
And he stands in front of the fountain for a moment.
Well, before we can continue, let's discuss 3 things.
And those are?
That you hide one among that. Sorry, that was awful.
That you hide one among you.
One among me.
And then he just, with predatory speed, lashes forward. And you would think that his claws would have sunk into your chest, but instead there's a little pool of darkness. And they plunge into that little pool of darkness. And you see him grip something, wriggling and angry and hissing. And he pulls a snake out of your chest and holds it there in front of you.
Oh. Well.
It's formed of shadow. You can see it perfectly.
Certainly new.
You can see it with a clarity you've never been able to see anything.
Is it of me?
So the blue dragon drops it, and it hits the ground and like poofs into mist, and then reforms immediately, and then runs up your leg, comes around your back, and turns and looks at you.
Hello. Hi. Oh, I've wanted to say hi. I've wanted to say hi for so long. Hi.
And like a little tongue kind of licks your cheek.
Excuse me. I sort of say to the dragon guy, and I'm like,
he just kind of waves and takes a few steps over to the side.
And you decided to wait until, well, you didn't even choose to reveal yourself, did you?
I couldn't get out. I was there. I was with you all the time, saw you all the time, couldn't get out.
So you've been living within me?
Yes.
How long?
Since the first time.
Well, I don't know the psychology of shadow snakes, but psychology is canon in his world because Nikki's mentioned it, so...
Don't know what psychology is.
Yeah.
Don't know how it would help me as a shadow snake.
Yeah, exactly. No. So what do you do exactly?
What do you mean, what do I do?
You just live inside of me waiting to get out. What do you want to do now?
Because I am you, and I wish for you to succeed and thrive and be happy, and I will make that happen.
All right. I will talk to you about this later.
Yes.
I believe there is something that the dragon man wished to show me.
Of course. I'm always here.
And slides around in front of you so it's looking directly at you.
And never forget, I love you.
And then dashes back into your chest, just dives into it, and there's
Plunges
this
in,
weird,
yeah.
and then it's gone.
Kind of crack my neck, and step back forward and say, sorry about that. Personal matter, I suppose.
That is one.
Yes, that is one.
The second thing is that we must test you. It is standard for all of us.
Very well.
And walks you around the fountain, and there's this open area behind it where they've dug into the dirt to form a circle and lined the rut with wood and large iron nails to keep it in place. And he steps over the edge of it and walks to one side and gestures for you to step inside as well.
All right, I step inside.
All right.
Can I tell that can I roll an insight to tell that he is about to try to fight me?
Yeah, what he intends to do? Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's not hiding his intentions.
15.
Yeah, so when he reaches the other end of the circle and when he turns to face you, you can see him crack his shoulders and take a fighting stance, a unarmed fighting stance. So yes, clearly he intends to brawl with you.
All right. I step into the ring, which I assume will be set on fire.
No,
at some point.
He's a blue dragon. If anything, it should be crackling with lightning.
Oh, I just thought it was going to be like a fighting.
Oh, just like a fire thing.
A fire.
No,
with
I mean it's he's dramatic, but not that.
Yeah.
But he's already done his one.
No,
thing.
I just that'll be in the movie.
Yeah, totally. It would have
that'll
to be
in the movie. Just
yeah.
shirtless Zendar, shirtless dragon man, having this sweaty fight in the middle of a fire pit.
Yeah, they just peeled off at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but don't want to ruin your shirts, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you could just make your armor look like it's not there and still retain the armor.
I don't think I can make it look like it's nothing.
I say you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally say you can.
Just have it appear as just like a loincloth.
Right, and whenever you're struck, you'll see it for a second, and then it'll fade away, yeah. All right, well then, he's just on the other side, in a defensive stance, waiting. Not even really a defensive stance, just with his hands up, waiting.
All right. He never specified any rules.
No, none whatsoever.
None whatsoever, which makes me nervous, but it also feels like this is the sort of group that doesn't hold back in fights. So I'm just going to go all out.
All right. Take it to him.
So there is no... it's dusk, right?
It's dusk, yeah.
Are there any good pools of shadow in this center area?
Basically,
or is it kind of
everything
clear?
is light shadow. Everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can go wherever you want.
So what I'm going to attempt to do is kind of shadow teleport behind him and just drive up blade into the back of his shoulder blade.
Okay, excellent. Now, there's no way to catch him by surprise, is there? Because
No,
you're both aware
I'm
of
not
each
going to
other.
get my.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get my sneak attack.
That's a
oh wait,
bummer.
actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
As part of.
Wait, talking to the mic.
Yeah, as part of assassinate.
Yeah.
I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's roll initiative. That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's. I might take the initiative feat next. Honestly.
That makes sense. That would make a lot of sense, actually.
13.
Oh, I got a 12. Okay, excellent. Nice. All right.
All right.
So do your dastardly dude.
All right, and then I'm going to be able to get the sneak attack since I have advantage on it.
Yep.
Guess what I rolled?
What did you roll?
2 18s.
Wow. Wow. So how much damage total?
That's 2d6 sneak attack damage, and this is just a regular. This is the first attack, so this is just 2d6 damage for the shadow blades.
Yep.
So it's a total of 4d6 plus 4.
All right. Roll it out. It's got 18 plus.
Plus 8 plus 9 is 17.
Yep.
Plus 4 is 21.
21 points of damage.
And that is my first attack.
Yep.
And then my second attack, which also gets advantage because he hasn't attacked
Correct.
yet.
Fair enough.
Or done anything yet. A 15 and a 14.
Those. So you'll, total, you're
with
fine.
a plus 6.
Yeah, you're good.
So I'm going to roll for that attack, which does not get sneak attack, but it is 2d4 plus 4. That's 4 plus 4 is 8. So that is a total of 29 damage.
Wow. Yeah, so you appear behind, you just vanish and appear behind him.
Yeah.
Just describe how you deal this damage.
All right. So I run, I create the blade on the edge of my arm instead of along the,
Instead of replacing it.
Yeah, instead of replacing it. And I just, and it sort of goes up and along. So I just scissor cut, slashes across his back.
Nice.
And then kick him forward, so that he falls forward.
Sure.
And kind of staggers as he.
And he does. He staggers forward, spins around, and for the first time, there's a little bit of anger in his eyes. And he's going to come back at you. He's just, screw it. Let's just go for it. There is surprise and anger in his eyes, and for a moment, you see that rage just flash. His jaw opens almost too wide, and there's a crackling of lightning from his eyes, and then there's like this kind of building sound of energy, and a moment later this bolt of lightning just shoots out of him towards you, and I need you to make a dexterity save.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
$19.
Oh, so the bolt flies at you. You just dive out of the way. Do you have evasion yet?
No.
Okay, so you just dive
What's evasion?
out. Evasion allows you to avoid all damage from a dodge. I don't think you have it.
Oh no,
yet,
I don't.
though.
I don't
Okay.
have it.
So you dive over this thing as it crackles past you, but a couple of the bolts of energy feed off
Also, I'm
it.
going to take half damage because
Exactly.
it's a real.
Exactly. So you take half damage. I should have more dice out, especially because I knew this would be happening.
Yeah.
One more. There we go. Okay, 1, 7, 8. You were so lucky. 9, 14 points of damage as a couple of the bolts lash against your skin as you leap out of the way.
All right.
And just little tendrils of smoke and little crackles of electricity remain as he stands there heaving.
All right. Summoning the snake costs an action, right?
The snake is...
Or is he permanently summoned?
No, only if it gets destroyed.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay,
it's
fair.
a free action.
Okay, so I call forth the snake. I charge him
Yeah.
and just sort of drive my I'm like leap into the air, and then mid leap, and then I have the snake leap out of my chest in that direction,
Yeah.
and then mid leap I teleport next to him and continue down. So I'm attacking from the side instead of the front.
Okay. Which one do you want to attack first? So the snake would attack first.
Yes,
Okay.
the snake would attack first.
All right. I would like you to roll to hit with your snake.
Oh, he's gonna be like resistant to poison and stuff, isn't he?
Have
That
you
sucks.
named Mr. Snake yet?
No, I think we're gonna talk about that.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, like me and Mr. Snake guy.
Right. All right. Naturally.
He needs to, figure out his own name.
All right. Gotta find it. Yeah. Gotta be a real person.
Okay. $23.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. So just describe the snake's action.
So let's see how much damage
Sure.
it does, and if he succeeds the poison
Fair
first.
enough.
8 damage.
Wow.
8 piercing damage.
All right.
And the target must make a DC 13 con saving throw.
8.
Did he fail?
12. I got it too. Wait. That might not be right. Hang on 1 second. Oh, no. It is definitely not right. Sorry. I got a 14.
Oh, okay. He's still going to take half damage.
Yep.
So, but he's not going to be poisoned.
Right.
Which would have really been the thing that really hurt him,
Could you
because that
imagine?
gives him disadvantage on attacks.
Right. Okay, so describe how this happened.
So the snake, I'm mid-leap, the snake leaps out of my chest.
Right.
And like kind of bounces off of me, like leaps out of
Sure.
me.
Uses your momentum.
And then I teleport, continuing my momentum forward, teleport behind him and like slam into him almost at the same time as the snake leaps at his throat.
Okay, so it does. It lands right on his throat and clamps around, which is enough to distract him and annoy him. So attack with advantage, and he's engaged now. So you get to use your sneak attack.
And he needs to take the poison damage still, because it's half damage.
I took 4.
No, that was.
So what else do I take? I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's 1d4 plus 5 piercing damage.
Right.
So you got 8 from that.
Gotcha.
And then because he gets resistance.
No. How much is the poison damage?
Oh, the poison damage is 48 poison damage on a failed save.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll
And half as much. Oh wow, that's a lot of 8s.
That's a lot of 8s.
That is 3 8s and a 6.
Wow.
So that is 24, 30.
30. All right. Wow. That hurt.
Divided by 2.
30 divided by 2. Yeah, that makes
because
more.
half damage.
That makes more
15.
sense. Okay, perfect. All right. You have poisoned this dragon. Well, they saved, but still hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But at least he
Sirog
doesn't
is
have the poison.
pissed.
All right, and then I land on his side and sort of focus all my. I don't want to do like lethal damage here because I'm not trying to. Like, it would be terrible if I killed him, honestly.
Sure.
Because for me. So I'm just trying to do like surface cuts mostly, just to like tire him out.
Yeah, you're doing non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's why I did it like along my arms and stuff, and didn't do it like piercing.
Yeah. Sirog can't really do non-lethal with his lightning, but
Yeah.
he can do non-lethal with other things. Yeah.
So now Zendar is going to attack.
All right.
And you said I got advantage because he's distracted?
Correct. You got advantage because that was a good play, and he got distracted.
That's a nat 20.
That is a nat 20. Okay, I want you to roll your damage and your critical damage. Sorry,
And
and,
my
your
sneak
sneak attack, and then double. No, just roll twice of everything. Roll 2 dice for your damage and double dice for your
Oh, okay.
your sneak attack. Roll all of it.
So roll 8 d6s is what you're saying.
Correct.
And add 4 to that?
Yes, correct. Wait, do you double your sneak attack damage?
No, not normally.
Then
That's
don't.
why. That's
Sorry.
why I thought you were.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like a lot. Yeah.
No, it's 66
Right.
then, because you don't double the sneak attack. You just double the regular dice.
Correct.
That is 12 plus 10, so 22. Plus 4 is 26 with my first attack.
Right, okay.
And then my second attack, which I don't get advantage on.
Right.
That's a 17 plus 6, 23.
Yep, that's going to hit.
And then I'm going to do I think it's just 2d6 for that one.
Okay.
Because I don't have sneak attack and it wasn't
right.
So that's 7 plus 4 is 11.
All right. He is looking hurt. You have cut him a lot of different places, and along his face with one, along his back and arms, and he looks haggard and a little surprised that this has been as challenging as it has been. And he just stares at you. Now he's a little calmer, a little more relaxed. Like your snake is like in his neck, and the first thing he does is like lift up its body and goes to bite its body.
Oof. This is gonna...
That's gonna hit. Okay. And 2d10 plus 5. That would be 16 points of damage.
Okay, it just evaporates.
Just poofs, little, a shadow pop, right? It's kind of, I'll come back and avenge you, pop, and then just launches himself at you with, again, so much crazy preternatural speed, and comes in with 2 claws, and you swear the fingernails have grown longer and thicker.
Okay.
First one. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay. Second one. And I'm assuming a 19 hits you.
Yes.
All right. So one claw you manage to roll out of the way, and the second one comes in, and you take 12 points of damage as he slashes across your chest. And I'm going to see if his lightning recharges.
I am quite hurt.
Okay.
His lightning recharged. Fuck. He's gonna kill me. I have 9 hit points left, by the way.
Yeah. You're looking hurt as well.
Yeah. So, I didn't have as much to start out with, I assume, because I've already done way more damage than I would have ever had hit points.
Right. Yeah, and you're going toe to toe with the blue dragon.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably higher level too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
I guess I'm just gonna repeat my move of I think I'm gonna attack, teleport, attack.
Okay. All right. So attack, move, attack. All right. Good enough.
Yeah.
So you don't have advantage on the first one because there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
I wouldn't have advantage on the second one either.
No. Well, no, you wouldn't.
That's gonna miss. That's a 4 plus something.
Unfortunately, that is gonna miss. So you miss, but it's kind of a feint.
Yeah, it's a feint for the second attack, which is a 16.
A 16 will not hit.
Damn it.
So the first one misses, and the second one, as you teleport and go in to hit, you hit along his side, so you cut into his robes, and you see blue scales underneath, and it just clanks right off. You know what I mean? Your blade just bounces as if it hit a plate.
Okay.
All right. Turns, faces you with a bit of a grin, slams his palms together and pulls them out, and you can see like a little blob of water forming, and then throws his hand outward, and a whip of water comes out to strike you. And it's just, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a nat 20.
Describe how you completely
All
dodge
right,
this.
so what I do is he probably expected me to like duck under it, and so he went a little low, and so I see it going a little low because it's like this blur in my vision.
Yeah.
And I leap over it, and then come down and try to like wrap my legs around his neck.
Okay.
And like wail on him.
He's not done attacking though.
Oh, okay.
He has
not
one
done
more.
attacking?
He has
Okay,
one more
yeah.
attack.
Sorry.
Maybe land behind him.
Yeah, I'll leap. I'll leap over over the attack and then sort of flip back. Or should I just do like a back flip?
That's perfect.
Up onto
a back flip over him and then land directly behind
Yeah.
him. That's perfect. I love it. So this huge like line of water just lashes out and then crashes against the ground, and you easily flip over it. He doesn't turn around. He slams his fist into his hand again, and there's a crackling bolt of energy, and he punches into the ground, and an explosion of energy comes out from all around him. And that I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity save against.
Had to fail sometime.
Okay, so that one hits you. So,
Oh my.
oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
You take 18 points of damage as this energy crackles around you.
All right, so I land, and just as I'm landing, the energy hits the ground, and
Yeah.
it just there's no way I could have.
Actually, I would say
dodged
you
it.
landed and then leapt forward with your blade out, and you were just about to sink one home.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when you got hit and fell to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, almost like you were tasered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just turns around. You're not completely out. You're just kind of like, right?
Yeah.
And he kneels down and places a hand on your shoulder.
That was excellent. The third thing is, are you ready to join?
I'll have to examine your facilities a bit more, but I believe that I'd be ready to join your organization.
He reaches to his belt and out of a pouch pulls out this glowing red potion, pops it open and cups your head and pours it into your mouth. And you take back all of your health.
Okay.
Close it, pops it back in his. And he stands up and helps you to your feet.
All right. I sort of like clasp his arm as I stand up and kind of crack my neck. That was a good fight.
It was an excellent fight. You know everything that you were promised.
Well, let's see if I can't be a little more.
Let's see.
He begins walking with you back towards one of the tubes, and we're going to hold right there.
All right.